Hey, welcome to Get Business Credit YouTube channel. This is Josh. Let's get right into the video. In this video, we're going to be going over the four main business credit bureaus. You need to know how to strategically build up business credit. So just to give you an example, like I have the Centurion Black card here. It's an invite only through American Express. And as you can see behind me, I have over 100 cards right there. Mainly, I would say 70% are business. I got another stack here. I got another stack in my sock drawer. I have over $2.4 million in business credit. How I was able to obtain that with a brand new LLC back in, I think, 2021. I did everything strategically. So if you keep on getting denials, then you want to listen to this video and listen to the whole entire video. Building business credit doesn't have to be complex. Even if you have bad personal credit, you can still achieve good results building your business credit and getting credit lines, because there still is several no PG, no personal guarantee options when it comes to building up business credit. Of course, if you have good personal credit, 700 or higher, then you can get even more business credit. Even if it's not personally guaranteeing, some things are, say, soft pull, where they do a soft pull on your personal credit report. So can you get millions having bad personal credit scores? No, that's not likely. But can you get six figures having bad personal credit? Yes, you can. It is obtainable. I would say between personal and business, I have well over 200 cards. I would say maybe 140 of them are business cards. And out of those credit lines, I would say somewhere in the ballpark of 60% is no personal guaranteeing, and nothing comes up on my personal credit at all. So if you're sick of getting denials and you don't know what you're doing wrong, you're applying for certain credit lines and then say Synchrony, Sam's Club, no PG, Business MasterCard, say the reasoning for denial is your business information cannot be verified. I can explain to you exactly how to go about getting your business so it is being able to be verified by the underwriters. There's so much more to it than personal credit. There's only 5 factors when it comes to your personal credit scores. With business credit, you have multiple different business credit bureaus that you got to focus on and strategically go after. If you're trying to get the Sam's Club No PG Business MasterCard, you need to make sure your Experian business credit is in tip-top shape. And not just having random trade lines reporting, you need to have the right trade lines and the right amount of payment experiences and trade payments, a good account mix on that as well, not just some NAVs and eCredible and Net30s. You need to have more than that. So if you want to know more and you're sick of getting denials and not getting anywhere, then just text me right here, 937-423-9954. I offer one-on-one business credit mentorship. I'll show you that here in a moment, but first let's get into the video. Strategically building up your business credit. So as I stated, there's 4 main business credit bureaus, and depending on the underwriter, they're going to be more likely to pull for financially related MasterCard, Visas, business lines of credit, anything financial related. 9 out of 10 times is going to be pulled by Experian business. That's what the underwriter is always going to be using. They could use an overflow credit pull, say Experian as their main decision making, but then if something needs to be verified, if you're lacking on Experian rich filmographic data, then they may use an overflow as Credit Safe, or it could be Dun & Bradstreet or Equifax. But more times than not, it's always going to be Experian as the primary pull, and then if the rich filmographic data is lacking, then the overflow is always going to be either Credit Safe or Dun & Bradstreet. So it is easy to obtain all this and all those if you're strategically going after the right credit lines and the right trade lines. Don't just do this blind, and don't just go get these different Net30 trade line vendors where you have to pay a fee, like $99 membership fee. A lot of those aren't going to be beneficial. Half of them don't even report. The people that are promoting those on YouTube, those don't ever even report. And business credit is not federally regulated like personal credit is. There's a lot of issues involved when it comes to businesses saying that they're going to report, but they don't. So let's jump into it. So I'm going to break down each one very quickly. So we have Dun & Bradstreet first. So Dun & Bradstreet was the major player. 9 out of 10 underwriters 10 years ago, 20 years ago, always used Dun & Bradstreet. In fact, Experian, Equifax, Those weren't major players. Equifax and Experian was more so on the personal. However, especially since COVID and a lot of fraud going on, Dun & Bradstreet is actually pretty easy to manipulate on doing the self-reporting trade lines. A lot of financial institutions moved away from relying on Dun & Bradstreet credit report data to make their financial decisions. They may still use Dun & Bradstreet, but the majority that are using Dun & Bradstreet for their primary decision making is going to be industrial supply underwriters like Quill, Uline, even though Uline reports to Experian, but they actually are going to be pulling your Dun & Bradstreet. So those type of trade lines, the credit departments are typically always going to be pulling Dun & Bradstreet. And some equipment leasing as well. Next one is Equifax and PayNet. It's frequently used for, really it's number one when it comes to, say, business auto financing, the no PG business auto loans. A lot of people are getting ones for Toro. So like Ally, for instance, they're going to be pulling Equifax. And not all, but a majority of the lenders that offer financing for business auto financing is going to be Equifax. And even on the personal side, Equifax is widely used. So just keep that in mind. So if you're trying to get a no PG business auto loan, then you want to work on all your business credit bureaus, because one trade line, Uline, for instance, it's rarely going to report to more than one bureau. There is some that report to all, but it's very rare. You really need to have 5 to 10 trade lines reporting on each bureau. So in reality, you might need to get 20, 25 different trade lines to be able to have that many across all the bureaus. But you can use, say, eCredible to help get some of those other ones reported to Equifax. So also, if you're trying to get, say, equipment leasing, the underwriters are typically going to be pulling Equifax or Dun & Bradstreet. Next is going to be Experian, the most important. Experian Business Credit Information Solutions. It's most commonly used for SBA lending because they have a business FICO score, SBFF. Business banking lending, fintech lending, the Divvy or Ramp cards, Capital on Tap, Web Bank, the Dell Business Line of Credit, and the gas cards, MasterCards. So all those underwriters are going to be pulling Experian Business. And the majority of all businesses can benefit from financial products. There's limited things you can do with, say, a Sunbelt rental $40,000 credit line, unless you're in construction and you need to rent a crane. I recommend all my students to build up Experian, get those trade lines that report to Experian. That's by far the most important. And then you can build up all the other ones as well. That's why I said strategically building up your business credit will help you obtain like I got, because that's exactly what I did, is strategically figured out who reports to who, even though some say they report to this bureau or that bureau. I was the guinea pig to make sure that they reported, and I had the premium Experian business membership where I could correlate the last 4 digits of the account number to all these different cards and credit lines that I have to see exactly who's reporting, what dates, the pattern each month, and then you time everything strategically so you can benefit it. And then OPM, use other people's money. So you could use, say, one strategy that, like I teach in my one-on-one business credit mentorship, is where you could take some gas cards you could get unlocked for multi-use, and you could get multiple of them from the same underwriter, just different brands. And then you could, say, liquidate or use one large purchase with one, and then in 30 days when it's due, or 45 days when it's due, use another one that you have, liquidate that to pay them back with basically their own money. You can do that. I'm not saying you have to. That's, and again, strategic methods that you can utilize. And I rarely talk about those strategic methods because there is a lot of fraud out there and a lot of scammers that are actually just looking to get these credit lines and never pay them back. That's why there's less and less no personal guarantee available. Anyways, if you are interested in my one-on-one business credit mentorship, text me 937-423-9954. You can text me now and we can do a free consultation and go over everything. Sorry this video was so long. Till next time, you guys take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.